Hello everybody and welcome again to this new video. And today, of course, as usual on Wednesdays, we'll be preparing the lineup for the upcoming match. So let's go and have a look at what the opponents look like in order to be more aware when we'll be planning our lineup. So these are the opponents, Real Scuderiana, but let's have a look at the standings first. So, the opponents, as you can see, they are these guys over here, and they sit here in the standings. They've been winning 3 matches. Of course, this is not a very important indicator at the moment because the season's just started, so the number of points, it it is just not a very accurate indication of how strong the different teams are. But yeah, let's have a look a little bit more into depth in this into this team in order to understand what they look like and how strong they are. So, goalkeeper looks quite strong. Well, to be honest, I've had a look previously at this team, and these guys are on average not very experienced. They haven't got a very experienced team. They're not very low on experience either. But yeah, they've got a few very interesting players, but not particularly experienced in general. So it should make things easier because our team, which might sound funny, but our team is more experienced than theirs. And yeah, they've got a good forward who's not particularly fast, uh, but technically very good. Yep, it's basically the same for nearly everybody in this team. They're good, they're technically good or quite good, but not exceptional, yeah, from an experience standpoint. So, experience wise, they're not incredible. So, what we will do is try to figure out what the ideal lineup will be. So, as you can probably see, their lineup is made of it's made out of 4 defenders, 5 midfielders, and 1 striker, which means 4 defenders, in my opinion, are the right choice in order to be able to deal with both the striker and the wingers. Otherwise, if we went for a three in-line defenders, I am afraid the wingers would suffer. Our wingers would suffer too much. So I think we should go for a 4 defenders in line, and then a quite thick midfield. Otherwise, these players would have too much of an advantage on the midfield and would make too much ball possession, which is something we don't want to happen, or at least not too much. And yeah, but 1 striker here should be just not enough. Still, we've got an offensive midfielder, as you can probably see here, and an offensive winger and an offensive midfielder who should be enough for dealing with that sort of team. In my opinion, these 3 midfielders should be just enough to deal with their midfielders. These 3 should be just enough to deal with a 4 defenders line. This one guy over here is just out of place in my opinion. We should go for for a winger, for a regular winger over here, who should be standing over here. Problem is that this guy has 4.7 routine, and he's not particularly good uh, skill wise. So I am afraid we are stuck with this guy over here, who's very experienced and who is a more than decent corner kicker. So yes, even if it's not the ideal lineup, in my opinion, it should be just enough to withstand those opponents. Plus, we've got this goalkeeper. I'm afraid we're still stuck with this guy over here, because as you could probably see in yesterday's video, this goalkeeper has not improved enough yet to replace the goalkeeper, our current goalkeeper. So I am afraid we are a little bit stuck with this lineup. Hopefully, this will turn out to be a winner. And to be honest, I do not have too many doubts about that, because with more experienced, we have nonetheless a more than decent lineup and tactics in order to deal with that kind of opponents. But at the same time, it's just not ideal. So we've got a good team. I think winning chances are pretty high. Hopefully I'm right. So let's go. So yeah, all in all, I would not change this lineup. If you have any different suggestions, just please write it in the comments. But I don't see any reason why we should change the lineup. We might probably add a striker, one more striker, which is something that would help. But their defense is pretty good in terms of skills, and they're reasonably low in terms of experience. So I'd rather go for one very experienced striker in order to be able to deal with their lack of experience. Hopefully I'm right. I honestly don't know, but we'll see. So let's go ahead with this, because I have noticed this guy over here has got up to the 3 stars mark. He's got good professionalism. He's got a very high potential, very high potential, like 4.5 stars or something like that. So I'd rather have him playing instead of a striker, because this guy over here, I've been actually having a look, and this guy over here is not very young, so, and he's not very skillful either. He's not very skilled either. So I am afraid he will never be playing for the main team, provided that we have very good young players who will, in my opinion, be way superior. So far superior, sorry. And yeah, so I'd rather go for this guy over here instead of a forward, and we'll be doing it like this, because this player does stand many chances to play for the main team. The other one, in my opinion, does not. So I'm afraid it's not worth it to waste the B team's time to follow up on a player who will probably never be very interesting. And we will replace him with this one guy over here. Yeah, the problem is that now we do not have any good replacement for the midfielders. Do you know what? Let me have a look if we can actually demote one player. I have one player in mind already. Let me have a look if we can demote him. It's not a player I do like a lot because he's got very low professionalism, but still some talent is there nonetheless. Therefore he should be a good replacement. He'll probably never play in the B team either, but let's go over here. Let's make sure we're not doing mistakes. We're not making mistakes. 4 stars potential, so very good potential, but bad professionalism, which means he'll probably never get to the 4 stars mark. What we have to do and yeah, which means basically he will never play for the main team, at least in our team, and he'll probably be sold as soon as possible. So if he's got some experience, it's better, but hopefully he'll get as soon as possible to 3.5 stars or 4 stars, and we'll be selling him straight away. So, demo player. Hopefully he will go. Yes. So, there we go. We've got this thing over here. Let's replace him straight away. Again, it's probably both the connection and the computer slowing us down. It's not the game itself, it's usually quite snappy. But, yep, we have replaced him. And so we have done anything, all of the possible things we could do today, in my opinion. So, thanks again for watching. Hopefully today's match will be a winner. And let's hope this will lead to a very, very good league and very lucky league. Thanks a lot again for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.